Mr. Chair, we always have a choice. And today, the choice before this committee is whether we uphold the legacy of the Farm Bill or we weaken it. For generations, Congress understood something fundamental. Feeding families and supporting farmers are not competing priorities. They are inseparable. The Farm Bill has endured because lawmakers on both sides of this dais recognize that agriculture policy and nutrition policy rise and fall together. Farmers need customers, families need food, and when we invest in both, America is stronger. That is a tradition we inherited, and it is a standard this bill must meet. As the only member of Hawaii's congressional delegation serving on one of Congress's agricultural committees, I come to this markup carrying the voices of communities where the connection between agriculture and hunger are impossible to ignore. In the weeks leading up to today, I traveled across every county in Hawaii holding Farm Bill listening sessions. I met with farmers facing skyrocketing costs and shrinking margins, ranchers worried about shipping expenses and market instability, indigenous producers working to sustain traditional crops central to our culture and food security. Their message to me was clear. Farmers are struggling to stay afloat. Ranchers are thinking about selling off their cattle and closing their businesses. Families are struggling to afford groceries, and hunger is growing, whether Washington chooses to acknowledge it or not. At the same time, unnecessary tariffs imposed by this administration have added pressure on both ends of the food system. Farmers are paying more for equipment, feed, and supplies, while families are paying more at the checkout line. These policies squeeze producers and consumers alike, making an already difficult moment worse. This is the reality in which this Farm Bill is being written. So let's be honest about what this bill does and what it also fails to do. Completely disregarding egregious cuts to SNAP does not mean hunger has suddenly disappeared. Eliminating food insecurity statistics does not mean families are suddenly food secure. Ignoring the problem does not solve it. It simply leaves struggling Americans hungry in the shadows. Nutrition programs are not an add-on to farm policy. They are part of its economic foundation. SNAP supports farmers, grocers, truckers, and rural communities nationwide. When families can afford food, farmers have stable markets. Weakening nutrition programs weakens agriculture itself. And process matters too. Taking pieces of Democratic priorities, placing them into a draft bill, and calling it bipartisan without meaningful engagement with our ranking member does not make this legislation bipartisan. Bipartisanship is not selective inclusion. It is genuine negotiation and shared decision-making. That has not happened here. Now, there are provisions in this mark that I fought for and that I support. The Tropical Plant Health Initiative provides long overdue recognition for crops vital to Hawaii and other tropical regions. Reauthorizing Native Hawaiian and Alaska Native Serving Institution grants strengthens indigenous producers and agriculture education. Expanding rural hospital technical assistance recognizes that food security and community health go hand in hand. These provisions matter, but they cannot outweigh the larger failures before us. This draft walks back progress towards fairness in the Thrifty Food Plan for my state, Hawaii. It scales back food security for microgrants. It weakens tools that allow non-contiguous states to purchase local food, and it fails to meaningfully address the disproportionate costs faced by farmers separated from markets by thousands of miles of ocean. Once again, non-contiguous states and territories are treated as an afterthought. Hawaii is not an afterthought. Our farmers are not expendable, and our families should never be collateral damage. The Farm Bill has always represented a promise that America will support those who grow our food and those who need help putting it on the table. That promise is why the bill has historically earned broad bipartisan support. But the legislation before us today fails to meet this moment. If we want the Farm Bill's legacy to continue, if we want future Congresses to view it as the rare opportunity where Americans can come together to solve real problems, then we must do better than this. We must write a bill that confronts hunger honestly, supports farmers meaningfully, and reflects the full partnership that has defined this committee at its best. Because preserving the tradition of the Farm Bill does not happen by invoking history. It happens by living up to it. And today, we are not yet there. Thank you, Mr. Chair, and I yield back.